What's up, guys? This is going to be my first episode of the building tutorial, and I'm going to start off with a single ramp wall push, which is the most basic thing in the game. And disclaimer, this is Builder Pro. So you're going to want to use the single ramp wall, the single ramp wall, in a close engagement. Say if there's someone right there, you're going to want to use it there. Bang, 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 bang. And the reason why you're going to want to use it because you're going to want to conserve materials while you push them, and you're going to want to have a little bit of protection in case he shoots you, and you have a little time to get over there to take high ground. It's the most basic thing in the game. You don't have to spam L2 and R2. You just hold L2, R2, go up, hold L2, then hold R2, then hold L2, go down, hold R2. Hold L2, hold R2, hold L2, hold R2. Not hard. It's the most basic thing in the game. Easy. And you're going to want to use it in a close engagement and conserve materials. It's not hard. It's the easiest thing in the game. That's the beginner level. And now we're going to move on to the single ramp wall with the wall next to it. Like, say if someone's on over to your right, you're going to want to bang, flick over to the right, flick over to the right, flick over to the right, flick over to the right. Not hard. It's the same thing, but what you do is you just bang, you just flick over to the right. Hold L2, flick over to the right. Hold L2, flick over to the right. Not hard. It's the second easiest thing in the game. Right behind the single ramp wall. Alright, so I'm gonna knock this down. Alright. And you're gonna want to use those kind of pushes for people that are like just sitting on to your right or left. You can do either left or right, I don't care. I just did right for an example. Say if someone's on this hill, like right here, you're gonna want to use that to get a little more of an advantage. Like you just push up and use that so you have protection on your right side, and then you're gonna want to use a half 1x1 to turn and then push them. But that's a whole another video. But I'm just gonna stick with the beginner stuff right now. So yeah, that's basically, you know, the single ramp wall and the single ramp wall with the wall on the right side, or it can be on the left. So recap, you basically just want to, you know, use the single ramp wall for close engagements, and the other one is, you know, when person's on your right and you have to have protection on your right. Alright, so that's the beginner stage. Now we're going to move on to the first part of intermediate, which is the double ramp wall. And the double ramp wall is simple. It's basically just this. That's basically what it is. And you're probably going to want to use counterclockwise for this. Like, say you're just going to want to push them and bang, and then start the counterclockwise motion. I'll show you right again, or right now again. So as soon as you put your two staircases down, you're going to want to start the counterclockwise motion. L2, remember you have to turbo build. L2, R2, L2, R2, L2, R2, L2, and R2. Alright, so you basically get the point. It's easy, it's intermediate, it's nothing special. It'll probably take you a couple hours to do. And here's why it's good. You're going to want to use a double ramp wall push when someone has high ground on the hill, and you're going to want to push them when they have high ground. Say if you have high ground right here, right? And this is the hill. Say this is a mountain right now. Say right now you're on a mountain. And if someone comes at you with a double ramp wall push, it's all protected, and you can't shoot under the ramp because you're at an angle. So once you hear them start shooting, like right there, you're gonna want to stop and then just shoot back at them, get them weak so they go into hiding and they met up, and then you continue pushing, and then you get the high ground easily. And this is probably the best technique for pushing high ground because they can't shoot under the walls because it's at an angle. They would have to jump down from their 1x1, and it gives you time to push up because it's two layers, both on each side. So bang, 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 bang. It takes a little bit for to knock it down. And once you hear them shooting, you have to shoot back and get them weak, because once you start doing it and they start shooting, you have to start shooting back, like I said. But if you don't, they're gonna knock you down in a few seconds. It's basically only a few seconds you have until you're knocked down to your death. So what you want to do is just start shooting at them and bang. So yeah, like I said, you only have a few seconds until they knock you down, so you have to start shooting right away. Alright, got that out of the way. So basically, for the double ramp wall is only, really good in this situation because, they can't shoot it down right away. It takes a few seconds, and once they start shooting, you have to shoot back, and then you just push up and you get high ground. It's not hard, but it's not easy. You just have to, put a few hours into it, and you'll get it down easily. So yeah, that is the double ramp wall push in that situation. And that's pretty much the intermediate side of the video, and that's basically it. Just practice the double ramp wall, and you'll get it down in no time. It's not hard. So yeah, you're just gonna want to practice it and get it down. It's very useful when someone has high ground and you're pushing high ground, because it gives you a lot of protection and it gives you a lot of time for you to get up there. So yeah, that is the the building tutorial. I'll have more in the future. So yeah, this is Sharpie, and peace.